I see a pattern with myself. When I'm not on the market, I'm more inclined to want to talk about dating things. Greetings and salutations. This is your girl, Outspoken Diva, and let's have a talk about it, shall we? Yeah, I'm still handheld. Yeah. So yeah, that's why you don't get to see both fingers. Um, so this guy on Instagram, I'm just posted here. I saw it on Lexi Allen's Instagram page, and I was like, "What?" If you know me, this guy. I'm just gonna say this right. I'm gonna finish a sentence one day. This guy posted his Thanksgiving rental boyfriend ad. If you know my biological name and follow me on Facebook, you know I get a kick out of those. Um, I always threaten and say that shoot, I am that kind. I do need that kind of cash flow. That that I said I was gonna do that. One year I really did. I was gonna do it, and then of course that year was 2020 three, and yeah, that didn't happen. So yeah. So, but I always think those are interesting because you watch the movies, with holidays and stuff, and people's weddings, and people are always hiring or renting or needing someone to play their boyfriend or girlfriend or significant other or whatever. And it's always interesting to me that the reasons why, I don't live in that kind of world where no one has ever, not won't say no one has ever, my grandmother used to every so often, bring up that I was not, no, that I wasn't married or not dating. But I mean, every time it would be like something. I think the last time she did it and didn't bring up something, she was asking was this particular minister at her church, at Foundation Church, was single, and everybody was like, first of all, no. And then she actually met him and was like, oh no. And my grandmother did not, I mean, of course not now, because she's left this world for the next, but passed away, as y'all say. um but yeah, I think that was a cool 5 years that I didn't have to hear that again. She did not bring that up again. But yeah, I always wonder that, and then I mean my family's not one of those, y'all need to be when you gonna give us grandbabies and stuff like that. Or, not that I've known them to say. I mean, I have cousins who, and my sister had did it before she got married. I have a cousin, it was like a running joke. Up until when he met his wife and married his wife, would bring uh his girlfriends to in every holiday, at least every Thanksgiving, every year. It would be a different girl, and they would take professional pictures, and they would bring them to, he would bring them to my grandmother, and we would like have to switch out the pictures. I mean, it was like a running joke between my sister, myself, and my grandfather. But I mean, that hasn't happened in some years. Him and his wife have been married well over 20 years. So yeah. And then I've heard that there are other family members on my mom's mother's side when they were younger. They did that. So I've never understood. I didn't know that. But you see the discourse. I'm just like I'm rambling. I'm just flowing with my brain. I didn't write notes. But you see the discourse, you see the movies, you see the chatter and things, and it's the fact that this is something people feel that they need to do instead of just some people, who feel as though you need just mind your business. I'm not here. I am single. It's okay. I don't need to um fake a front, have a facade. I don't need to tell this lie. And I guess I've never been challenged in doing that because nobody's worth the lie for me. I'm not supposed to, hire anyone to or fake a boyfriend for any no event. No event. No, I stand here single. Even even when I see the past, my romantic rapport past, I will stand. Are you? No, I'm not. I'm not going. Whether they're married or not. If you think you got one up on me, you got one up on me. Okay, be in the relationship. I don't care. I don't. That's not one of those things. And I just don't understand why people just feel as though you have to be attached to someone to seem. It's just a weird thing. But then be in the wrong relationship and then they'll want you to be out of that relationship. Which one is it? You know? So, is it Uchiwala or is it One Mike? Which one is it? So, yeah, I just think it's like I said, if you know me, like I say, I think these are hilarious. One day, maybe one day it'll be, outspoken divas, deep, playing. I have to say his is a little on the negotiable thing. There are things on his package. You have to kiss my mom on the cheek. You won't have to call anybody pops. And we don't have to wear matching outfits for that first one. No, just wear your outfits. We don't have to do that. But everything is negotiable. But good pricing though. Good pricing. Okay. All right. Do you feel the pressure to bring someone home for the holidays or weddings or any events, anything? Um, are you have you ever played with the idea of making your own rent a boyfriend, rent a girlfriend, rent a spouse ad? You know, Let me know down below in the comment section of this video on the social media site that you see this on, except Facebook. Facebook, you leave yours on YouTube, okay? And yeah, other than that, talking to you in adult terms.